in French football. They've grabbed almost all the trophies on offer over the past 5 years or so. They rebounded from the shock of Monaco's league triumph 2 seasons ago with a treble in France in 2017-18. But the failure to make a major mark in the Champions League, ultimately what forced change in the management department. Arsenal hope to prove the beneficiary of that long term, with Unai Emery out to prove Paris Saint-Germain wrong and Arsenal right.
Ace to run into.
Mkhitaryan got another corner. Taken short. Ozil weighing up the options. Not far away from Matafi. Nobody able to react to the header which went across the face of goal.
Again, very difficult to get organised. 4 set pieces with the games coming in quick succession. Mustafi.
Leno with good hands then. Good clean take.
They are pressing high, aggressive when it's on, not allowing Arsenal to play the way they want to. And Cuckoo, real angles. Well shepherded by Socrates. It was a good take by Leno.
Now Aubameyang involved really for the first time. And Arsenal go in front as a result of that. It's a tap-in for Mesut Ozil on his return to Arsenal duty. And what a roar that gets here in the National Stadium in Singapore.
Well, PSG 6s and 7s defensively. So much space for Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang to run into. Ozil playing central and close to him. Had the space, had the time. Takes his first touch, head up. That was exactly what he wants to do. And it's a firm, side-footed finish on his weaker right foot on Mesut Ozil, who's certainly been in the headlines lately.
When he arrived here in Singapore, Unai Emery said, "We will be a loving family for him." Mkhitaryan. On by Aubameyang, Ozil, Mkhitaryan. Arsenal flowing here. Here's Iwobi. Iwobi! Denied by Buffon.
Slick passing again from Arsenal. Incisive. Anytime they've upped the ante, they've opened PSG up. Lovely interchange. Iwobi tries to get on his right foot, tries to open up to bend it into the right-hand corner.
All the 18 teams involved, very, very determined to win the games. Offside, Mkhitaryan.
Thomas Tuchel may well need to change something here, because it's only going to be a matter of time if Arsenal keep playing in this fashion before they...
Events surrounding their Champions League tie against Monaco. The bomb attack on the team. Aubameyang was part of that. Here he is. And still, he'll make it 2 here. No, he's denied by Buffon.
Buffon, again, showing that vast experience, not selling himself, diving too early. That man has very much looked like the real deal in the last couple of games. He's patient, he chops it inside, he has the confidence to work it onto his left foot and strike it.
Bit risky that step over by Ozil. Leno. Good first stop, he might have more to do here, the goalkeeper.
Well, needless. That's the run over him. Weah opens up, gets the space, dipping. Leno in full control, parries it to safety. It's his first sight of goal.
Into Nkunku. To Fiki. Bit short by him, but the deflected cross almost reached Weah. Nothing doing, but at least Weah got a touch in the box from Paris Saint-Germain's perspective.
It's a little bit sharper from PSG. Georgian with the cross, right across. Socrates, flat-footed. That ball shouldn't be making its way to Timothy Weah. Tries to back
players, but Emery seems keen to get on with it. And I understood Conte's position, actually, and he very, very quickly got hold of it. As did then Paris Saint-Germain in Arsenal territory, and it's been quite a while, and Nkunku just over the top.
Well, he's been the brightest of the PSG players whenever he's been involved. Sharp feet, drives inside. He's looking for that top right-hand corner. Wasn't catching in the way he would have wanted. Leno again in full control. It's littered throughout it, but these are the type of opportunities, these pre-season games where other clubs are watching.
Mkhitaryan, and he's denied by Buffon. He's denied Aubameyang a couple of times, Mkhitaryan and Ozil. And that's 4 or 5 very clear Arsenal chances now.
They have to take advantage of these. Mkhitaryan should be scoring. Again, the space is there. It's alarming from a PSG point of view. First touch is good. They recover, opens the space up, and he should be finding the bottom corner. Credit again to Buffon, who stands up well.
Soke on Bellerin. Robust, to say the least of it. No holding back in this International Champions Cup. It's full-blooded. Ozil takes it. It's a good ball in. And another one goes begging for Arsenal. Mustafi was in there, so was Kolasinac. And Arsenal end this half threatening Gigi Buffon and the Paris Saint-Germain goal, as they've done for most of the first period. Only one to show for it from Mesut Ozil. They've created several other chances. PSG's young players have been bewildered at times by the quality of Arsenal's play and the tempo, and they are very grateful for the grand old man in goal today, Gigi Buffon, because he's kept Aubameyang out, Ozil out, Iwobi out, and Mkhitaryan. Arsenal should be further in front. It's Arsenal 1, PSG 0 at half-time here in Singapore.
Today, I think he's been better on the ball today than he was against Atletico on Thursday.
So could this be an early test for Martinez in goal for Arsenal here? And Nkunku's lining it up, he hits it. Martinez equal to it. Got some distance with that parry as well, very importantly.
Right-hand side, Nkunku. It's a comfortable save by Martinez. Firm hand, it's his side, he should be making it.
25 now. Weah. Angle got very narrow. Might have got a corner out of that, actually.
But Socrates is looking, the referee's assistant on the near side. And he needs to be more worried about Timothy Weah and his run. Even his recovery run, Socrates wasn't good enough.
There's not much cut and thrust, is there really, about Paris Saint-Germain? All the same, I think we're expecting a bit more from this fellow today. Maybe now he can prove us wrong. He goes over Weah.
Got to be a penalty. Got to be a penalty. Weah again showing the pace. Gets in behind.
The improvement in this second half by Paris Saint-Germain now might be turned into something palpable. Kolasinac was in trouble against the pace of Weah, really for the first time today.
Just catches him trailing leg. I don't think it was the referee. It was his assistant on the near side who had the better view. Tuchel furious. And eventually they came to the right decision.
So, penalties did for Arsenal against Atletico. Nkunku from the penalty spot, with Martinez in goal here for Arsenal now. And Nkunku levels at 1-1.
Arsenal paying the price for not taking advantage of a dominant first half display. PSG, who have been the better side in the second half, find themselves in level terms. Kolasinac caught out the pace of Timothy Weah, and Nkunku, who has been bright, has been sharp, dispatches the penalty with real confidence, sending Martinez the wrong way. I can't say they don't deserve it in their second half showing.
Forward by Chambers. Bit of space for Smith Rowe. He worked that angle nicely. It's a great ball in by the youngster, and Arsenal go back in front. Lacazette got the touch, But again on this tour, the man who's made the difference, the very young man, is Emile Smith-Rowe. What good work again from him.
Well, the substitutions have certainly made a difference. Playing with more enthusiasm, more energy in the second half. And Smith-Rowe, again, makes a huge impact on this pre-season tour. Making a name for himself, the young man. Well-taken goal against Atletico. Finds himself in a wide area. He knows exactly what he's doing here. Bends it around. He was on set pieces the other day. Bends it around towards that near post. Lacazette. It's a clever little finish. It's across the front post.
Young Argentine. Ramsey. Aaron Ramsey still.
Well, initially it's Aaron Ramsey at his absolute best. Breaking from midfield, identifying when to go. Picks up the space, drives in, doesn't trust his left foot, needs to take it on. In the end, it just fizzles out. Loic Mbasso actually does well. Keeps him on his left foot, doesn't sell himself.
Smith-Rowe again on set-piece duty, took it short and quickly. Kolasinac trying to float it onto Ramsey's head. Buffon came for it, not a very good punch, and it's gone in, and Arsenal lead 3-1. Lacazette was in there, and the question is who got the final touch. Nelson was in there as well, looking for it. Lacazette's claiming it, it would appear. Arsenal have grabbed the initiative back here most impressively.
Again, they elect to go short. Kolasinac with the ball to the far post, and it's recycled well. Buffon doesn't get there. Lacazette with the head, and on the line it's Nketiah trying to poach it. Very, very close. Lacazette, I'm sure, would want to claim that one. Nketiah taking absolutely no chances whatsoever. Certain players in the squad that he has on these 2, 3, 4-year contracts.
Space opens up again for Arsenal. Palmed away well by Cibois. It was almost straight into the path of Smith-Rowe.
There's certain names that have been playing for years and years. This is Nketiah's opportunity. Drifts inside. Decent effort. What Emery is thinking, we obviously don't know. Who he likes, doesn't like, we'll soon find out.
And it is 4. Rob Holding from a long, long way out.
It's a difficult header, really is. I've seen that type of delivery a lot from Arsenal. Ping towards penalty spot.
Well, that was pinged toward the 18-yard line.
He's done really well, sees it all the way, checks his run, and he guides it. Knows exactly what he's doing. Nobody on the posts. Guides it inside. Loopy header. Cibois has no chance.
Rob Holding will enjoy that greatly. Absent today. Well, they need him. Stretched again here at the end. Flag has stayed down. It might be 5. It is 5. What a win this has turned into for Arsenal. Eddie Nketiah gets his goal.
Well, it's been like a knife through butter at times since the introduction of these young, prodigious talents. And Nketiah, he definitely gets his name on the score sheet this time, no doubt about it. Nelson delays a suspicion of offside, gets the ruling. Attacker's advantage once he gets into this area. Not the cleanest of strikes, but it's right into the bottom corner.
Everybody's enjoyed it here, and it's a handsome victory for Arsenal.